Yo, what's happening, AJ?
What is up, man? I completely forgot what I was thinking,
It
but
happens. It
something.
happens. Dude, sometimes I'm like laying in bed and I'm like, oh, that's a funny conversation. That would be great to start Monday's show with, or Wednesday show with, or Friday's show with, right? And I was like, dude, I just need to write this shit down because I never remember by the time we go live. And I'm like, oh, yeah, probably should have taken note of that. Oh, well.
That was a good idea. I do remember what I was going to talk about or,
Okay,
or
perfect.
mention
Perfect.
what I was thinking about. I want to see this show. Have you heard of this little show called K-pop Demon Hunters or
I
Demon
have.
Hunter?
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard this is very
doesn't
good.
it sound like something that would be right up my alley?
It sounds like you've seen it 3 times already, just going by the name.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
and you have the pillow. The Yeah, I want to check this out. I finished Dexter Resurrection this weekend. It
Yo,
was
yo.
fantastic.
I went to
No
watch.
spoilers.
I went to watch the last episode because you had told me it was a good ending, and my my Paramount Plus subscription has lapsed, and I was like, "Is it
Ooh.
worth $12.99 to watch one episode of Dexter, dude? This I may
That's how they
never,
get them in.
I may
That's
never get around to finishing that season,
Oh no,
dude.
that's
$12.99 to watch one episode. I don't know.
I'd probably do it for Dexter.
Jesus. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. All right, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but we'll figure it out as we go. You ready to start the show?
Let's do this.
Let's go. This is PSVR Gamescast Live. We film live every single Monday, Wednesday, 2 Wise Friday, right here on YouTube. We do it live 6 p.m. Eastern for your viewing pleasure. But we also care about your oral pleasure so very much. That's why we put this up on podcast services of your choice. We got a nice, throaty, whispery ASMR version coming right at you right now for all those audio listeners. My name is Brian Paul from this channel right here without parole. This gentleman over here to my left, your right, it's AJ from The Underground, PSVR Underground.
What is up, Brian? What is up, Game Cats? Happy Monday. And I know Mondays usually suck. Yes, it's true. But we are here, Brian, to ensure their Monday sucks. Just a little bit less.
I'm so happy to hear that.
It's gonna be a good one, man. There is literally nothing going on, but we have lots to talk about still because you and I, we just don't shut up, do we?
I mean, according to the comments, one of us doesn't shut up.
How dare you say that about Brian Katz? How dare
the comments?
No, that wasn't one of the cats, but how dare whoever said that in the comments? How dare you say that about Brian? That is rude, and I will not accept it. Hey, by the way, guess what?
Hey, what?
I have, for the very first time, I have a PSVR2 only physical collection. Boom! Look at that, baby. Woohoo!
Nice.
So, with the news about Deficit Games looking for a new production partner right now for their awesome looking downhill mountain biking game, I was like, dude, like this is, this obviously their game did get kind of buried with a lot of other stuff going on and, the learning curve and turned a lot of people away and everything. But I'm like, guys, please go buy VR Skater. And I'm also putting my money where my mouth is because I went to Perp Games store on Amazon and I bought myself a copy of VR Skater, which is an absolutely badass game. I already own it digital. But I was like, I want to support these guys, and you get physical copies. These are the first I've been for the last 2 gens, pretty much been all digital. So it feels very special having actual PSVR 2 games for the first time. I do have like Resident Evils and stuff, but this is like only PSVR 2. This is Perp Games. This is legit collector's goodness. I also got, so VR Skater is amazing. I got Hubris, which is also, yeah, dude, a physical copy of Hubris. How cool is that? The boxes are really cool too. I've actually never seen like a PSVR2 game case. And as you and I both grew up with game cases
I didn't
all the
grow up.
time, as you and I once possessed lots of game cases,
Yeah.
pretty cool. But then
Also,
last,
also, can we gotta give a quick shout out to Hubris, man. Hubris just never. I don't think it was on anybody's top 25 list when we went into the top 25 debate. It was probably the number one game that was called out for not making our final top 30 list. Didn't even get a shout out in the honorable mentions. But if you watch the, was it 9-hour, 8-hour debate, you'll understand how all that went down. But holy crap, man, the fact that like a game that I gave a 9 out of 10 to, which is just like a favorite from a lot of cats, that didn't make the list. So quick shout out to Hubris. Really, really hoping that that studio is working on their next game, because I really want to see what they're doing next.
yeah, when Hubris came out, it's like, oh man, this is like what every indie game is going to look like now, isn't it? And it's like, nope. Like that's just a testament to how freaking talented those developers are. And they made a game with great mechanics as well. And yes, it really hurt not to get that on the top 25, top 30. It probably could have been squeezed in there somewhere along with like, some rhythm games, but they're always changing, they're always improving. I'm sure maybe it'll see it there next time. But fantastic game. I know we talked about it a lot during the debate process and we were like just gushing over how great it is. So it's not that, it doesn't get respect or anything because it does,
Right.
but yeah, it was a bit sad. It did, however, make it onto my top 9, I guess, underrated PSVR2 games list, which I was really happy to, give them some love because they deserve it, man. It's quality, high quality game.
Yeah. What was the last one? Madison? Was that the
Last
trifecta?
one is definitely one of the scariest games I've ever played. Madison VR. Amazing, amazing game. Best horror game on PSVR 2, next to Village, of course. But this is, I think, a better horror game, like pure horror game. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet collection. Like I said, I do have both Resident Evils, but in terms of just pure, can get them from nowhere else other than Perp Games and only playable with PSVR 2, to have my first piece of my collection. Pretty happy with this so far.
Nice. I think I could be wrong. I think I have all three of those. And again, I this is the first generation where I've gone digital because I just don't, I notoriously sold my collection.
30,000 games. Yes.
Yeah. So I sold a whole room of games and I was like, I don't want to start building up, all of that again. And my Pro doesn't even have a disk drive. So that leads to some problems when when I'm relying on my physical media. And plus, listen, Perp is great because they often give you a reason to buy the physical version, right? Like there's like the feelies, they call them, the stuff that like the manuals or the stuff that they include inside the box. But nothing is more disappointing these days when you open a game case and it's just a disc and there's not even like a manual. There's nothing. It's like and then you put the disc in and it has to download an update. And so it's like, well, what did I even buy? Right? Like the game's not even, I didn't even buy the game.
Yeah, that started with the PS3 days where like you'd buy the game and then like you'd have to like install the entire game. I'm so glad they mostly got rid of that crap, but it's kind of the same though, actually. If you come to think about it.
It is the same. It's just a lot faster than it used to be on PS3. PS3 was so slow.
Dude, I remember it taking me like an hour to install Lost Planet 2, and I was just like, just that screen with the big kaiju and then the person running across for like an hour. I was just like, oh my God, I really should have done something else during that time.
Oh shit. I forgot it was show and tell time. So if you're doing show and tell, I'm doing show and tell. Yeah. Actually, so it's funny. I think the three games you just listed, if I even have those might be the only PS5 physical games I have. No, it's not true. I think I own Returnal as well physically.
I was really tempted to get Behemoth as well. Behemoth and Crossfire Sierra Squad I also would probably like to get. But these were from Perp Games because I wanted to make sure I support Perp Games because they do so much for us and we give them like hardly any love or support, and we needed to be better.
Stingray X says, "Oh man, I remember launch PS3. You didn't even have background downloads. It was insane. Yeah, you couldn't do anything in the background for the first few years of PS3. Like you just had to sit there and watch the bar,
the bubble, the cursed bubbles.
Right, you downloaded the bubble, then you had to install the bubble.
Yeah, and you had to watch the bubble.
Two-part process. Anyway, listen. Not sure. Brondo sent me a package. And I told him, I was like, man, I have so many boxes piling up around here that I got to open. I'll just open it up on the Cat Photo Nerd says, put it away, Brian. It's not that kind of show and tell. Yeah, I said I'll just open up whatever you sent me on Gamescast. Also, Brian recommended a horror movie that I watched last night called The Devil's Candy.
Oh yeah, I heard y'all talking about that.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be any good or not. I think I've given a lot of suggestions to Brondo, but I don't think I've taken any of his suggestions yet. I watched it; it was decent. I wouldn't call it scary. I mean, it was unsettling, but it was good. It was a quality horror movie.
Excellent.
Yeah,
2 for 2, man. First decent. The Blob, now The Devil's Candy.
Oh yeah, watch The Blob.
Now you just need to watch High Tension. Anybody in the chat seen High Tension?
Oh, here we go.
French dub movie.
Bro, you just summoned fucking Mikey Sensei into the chat. I guarantee you he shows up. I think he was a big proponent of High Tension.
Oh, really? Nice. Well, it's just a horror movie, It's
going full screen for this shit. Hold on a second.
What do you got here?
Satan is my boyfriend. Nice little carrying tote. Ah, fuck yeah.
Lord, so have mercy.
I love
Lord,
it.
Bless this man. Forgive him for his sins.
Where do you find this stuff? Jesus. I mean, Jesus is the opposite. That's great. I love it. Thank you, Brondo.
I'm gonna find a shirt. I think there is a shirt, and it might be from like a Kevin Smith movie or something, but it's like Jesus is my homeboy or something. I'm gonna get that.
Is it the Fight Christ?
It might be.
Yeah. Did you see that? Speaking of this stuff, did you see that there's Phasmophobia merch?
No.
Yo, listen, I don't think, I'm not the kind of person that loves walking around wearing merch of video games. Even when even when like we get some stuff, from developers, it's like t-shirts are sometimes good, sometimes not. But this one, I think I need to get the Voodoo Doll, the Phasmophobia. You can get it right on Amazon. The Phasmophobia official merchandise Voodoo Doll tee. I think this looks awesome. But there's plenty of stuff. If you search for Phasmophobia merch on Amazon, there's a whole lot of stuff. It can get expensive though. I think the hoodies are like $80 or something. So hopefully they're good quality.
Truth Hurts, Mutant Ninja Game Cat, aka Truth Hurts, says Hugh Tension was damn good. That's awesome. But what did you think about High Tension? Truth Hurts. Gastronaut says, hell yeah, High Tension. John, we got a lot of people that have seen High Tension in here. Magic the Game Cat, John DeJuggalo says High Tension is amazing. High Tension is good. The 1920 says Muse tune rules in it. Yes, that was actually the first time I had ever heard Muse as well, which is one of my favorite bands of all time, probably. I have a lot, so that doesn't have a ton of weight to it, but Muse is amazing. I think they're one of the better modern rock bands out there, rock and roll bands.
All right.
At least they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. I haven't listened to them in a while. Time flies.
They never got a track back on Beat Saber, did they?
No, which is surprising because they are on Synth Riders, a lot on Synth Riders.
Ah, that's right. That's in my head. There was some. That's why I'm getting confused because it was all over Synth Riders. Yeah, yep. That would have been great. Rest in peace, Beat Saber.
It's because Synth Riders has better music than Beat Saber.
Well, I mean, that's going to be a no-brainer soon enough.
Yeah. I don't know. That is debatable though. Beat Saber did up their DLC game a little bit. Like they started adding like they added Metallica. And
Rolling Stones,
Queen, Rolling Stones. They did add some good stuff in there.
The Queen one was great. Yeah, really, really, really good stuff. It's too bad that Beat Saber is dead and buried.
Is it though? Apparently,
I
it's
mean,
I mean, it's
still,
still it's the top selling game on the store, so I wouldn't say that.
yeah, right. I guess word hasn't gotten out yet. No, it still even I still recommend Beat Saber if you're
Of
just getting
course.
into VR. Like Beat Saber is like the #1 game you should probably be getting. So, yep. Ooh, I forgot about the Britney Spears pack. This is what happens when I search my trailers for Beat Saber and then Britney Spears pops up as one of the first ones. I'm like, all right, let's roll with it. All right, you guys. We tell you all the time. Make sure you come join our Discord because that is the best way to stay up to date with everything PSVR2. Best way to stay up to date with us, and also best way to find a like-minded community who loves VR, loves PSVR2. Great place to find people to play with. We play every single Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, I'm so mad I missed that No Man's Sky meetup. Man, it looks fun. I saw clips in the Discord of them like they all because the ships that you can build now, they're like multiplayer supported. So like multiple people can get in your ship. And I saw all of them. Shout out to everybody who attended the meetup and to those who recorded the footage. I saw your footage. It looked awesome. Everybody jumping out. They literally like jumped all jumped out of the plane, out of the ship together and like skydived onto a planet. And it was just like, man, I wish I was with you guys. I was just super busy doing other things. And by the time I was there, I was too late. And I was like, oh, but I know that was a lot of fun.
So while you're over there doing all those things I just listed regarding our Discord, you can also leave viewer takeover questions. You can get your question on the show as long as it's good. Maybe not even. Maybe it doesn't even have to be that good. As long as it's good enough. Maybe we'll read it on the show. Just like Primal Sage did. Here it's hashtag viewer takeover. Spooky season is almost upon us. What was your first? By the way, fucking so happy that it's like not even October and people are so excited about horror games. It makes me so happy.
Yes. Hey man, people do it for Christmas, they do it for Thanksgiving, they do it for everything. So
wait,
we get to
how early do people start celebrating Thanksgiving?
Well, Thanksgiving I'm not sure, but I know Christmas stuff starts coming out right after Halloween.
All right. Ace Gamercat missed you, AJ. And then Ace Gamercat also said missed you, AJ.
Yeah, he was the one that I think recorded the footage and posted. So shout out Ace and all the people. I saw a lot of people in the Discord chat together as well. So I know a lot of people were there. I wanted to join you guys so bad, man.
Spooky season's almost upon us. What was your first VR horror experience, and do you remember what it was like? AJ, I believe you and I are both in the same boat as far as VR is concerned. We may have dabbled with other VR stuff, prior to PSVR 1, but the PSVR 1 was the first VR headset I owned and got deep into libraries with, and wasn't just something I tested out for 5 seconds, at a friend's house or something like that. You're in the same boat, right? PSVR 1 was the first for you?
That is correct.
Yeah, and I got mine at launch. Which means that like I was just rolling the dice. There were no reviews out on these games. Kind of Funny had done like a bit of a deep dive into some of their stuff, but really just had no idea what to expect. And so it was really cool that PlayStation included, or Sony included, a demo disc with the PSVR 1 that famously White Moon Dreams had compiled and worked on and did the whole thing. And so you get to test out all these different games. And I got to say, even things I wasn't interested in on day one, right? I was still blown away by it because VR on day one, and actually VR for the first 6 months of VR, everything just blows you away. So the fact that there was some really intense horror stuff included was like super, 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 I mean, it was a big deal for me because I've always loved horror, but the fact that it was in VR and VR was new for me and all these things just kind of came together. And I got to say that I didn't even know what just happened. Why did the whole thing go black? Why did everything go black? Why did everything go black? Oh, great. Hold on. I think Discord is updating. Like, I don't know why. I've lost AJ. I don't know if I've lost you guys yet. check something real quick here. Let me see if I've lost my internet. Oof. Internet's not great, but it's still here. All right, well, this is interesting. Yeah, okay, good. At least you guys hear me. That's good. Yep. It just says Discord just crashed. Indeed it did. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, I might have to we were just actually talking on Discord. Oh, Discord just down? No! All right, so it's just going to be my audio in black screens until Discord fixes itself. No! Oh. GameCat Photo Nutter says AJ is Mia. I think he meant missing in action. But we're talking about horror games. Mia is an important part of Resident Evil 7. Okay. Well, I guess the show's gonna go on, right? I can't just stare into darkness. AJ, in the chat, man, like let me know if you're able to get Discord back up and running. And Discord app seems to be working. That doesn't help us too much, Scally says. I think we need to know if the PC. Oh, I should have my camera set up on OBS. Here, does this work? Let me see if this works. All right, for whatever reason, my camera is not being recognized by OBS, at least here on the fly. So sorry, that's not going to happen either, apparently. Control R does not seem to be doing it. Ruh-roh. This is going to be one hell of an episode. Oh, Discord, you never fail to disappoint. Yeah, everything's still working except for Discord, which means that AJ, we're not going to be able to see or hear AJ, and you're not going to be able to see me at the moment. All right, I want to try something real quick. I'm going to go over here. And then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to try this. All right. Man, it's hard enough to try to run the show and host it at the same time, but troubleshooting the show and hosting it is shockingly even harder. Let's see what AJ has to say. Oh, Photo Nutter. That's not nice. All right, let's see if this works. I'm guessing it's not going to, but gotta give it a shot. They're trying to silence us. They can never silence us. We will find a way. Scott says, so those 3 games that no one's talking about are still not going to be talked about. And maybe they don't want us to talk about them, right? Maybe they're trying to keep us from talking about them. Maybe there's something deeper here, a bigger conspiracy at work. Maybe that's what's happening. Daringly Average Game Snake says, it's my fault. It's the first live show I've been at for a while. I'm cursed. No. I think the bag that Brondo sent me is cursed, right? Maybe Satan really is my boyfriend, and he wants me all to himself. Can't share Brian Paul with the Game Cats. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. One-man show it is. No, I don't want that to be the thing. I don't want that to be a thing. As I don't mind the one-man shows, but I mean they're nice when they're, once a month, once every other month, that kind of thing. I don't love when it's. I don't like when I have to do it frequent. Oh man, why 200 people are hanging out watching me talk to the thumbnail? This is great. This is why you reject Satan, Brian. This does feel like the great PSN outage of 2011, Dan. This does feel very similar. It's just as catastrophic. No, shapeshifter, don't be tipping during the. Oh, fucking. Okay, hold on a second. Here, we're gonna have to get back to. We have to get back over here. I don't understand why the camera's not working. Be nice if I could at least bring that up so you guys weren't just staring at blank screen. Oh, Vargel says he's back on Discord. Are you on the PC app, Vargelsoft? Oh my god. Oh man. This is rough. All right. I gotta close all my Discord tasks, make sure I'm actually getting a fresh boot here. Vargo's using the website? Yo, I wonder. I guess if we have to, we can use the website. That should work. All right, hold on a second. Oh. It's possible. Hold on a second. Is Discord actually starting back up? No, it's not. Shit. All right, well, I don't know how much more time to give this. This is, yeah, Salvador, this has turned into a Virtual Strangers episode. What a mess. Not Virtual Strangers, but this is a mess. Damn. Very disappointing. Very disappointing because I've been playing Surviving Mars Pioneer and like I think it's gonna end up being a long game. I got a lot of time that I got to sink into it over the next couple of days, and so stopping to do this, which I enjoy. I love doing this show, but I had to stop like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, whatever it was, to get this show set up and get ready to go, and try to come up with something to talk about on our on a slow news day, and then holy crap, and then we're not going to be even able to do it. Oh, Technoglitch says the app is working fine. Okay, let's shut it down and try again. Discord doesn't tend to be down for very long when it is down, so that's why I'm sort of just dragging my feet here a little bit instead of just saying, all right, well, let's just not do it. There we go. Instead of saying just let's not do it, like we're just kind of saying, oh, what if it comes back up? What if it comes back up? Uh-oh. Did I update Discord before the show? There's always a Discord update, I think like daily. So maybe this is my fault. Never update before a show. Never. Yeah, I'm still not loading for me. Still not loading for me. So maybe it's coming back up slowly. Markio says his is down. Senador says people are reporting Discord's down on Twitter. All right. Well, listen, this has been a catastrophic disaster. So real quick, let's give a shout out to the people who are supporting the show, even though there's not really a show, with Shapeshifter, the Anomaly, Game Cat with the €2. Thank you so much for starting the tip train. We love you. We appreciate you. Really thrilled that you guys stuck around. Oh, Looper says it's up for him now. I'm going to give it another shot in a second. Matt, Sirens on my end. Mad Vegan with the $3 tip. Some devil horns. Fuck yeah. Devil horn emojis. Actually, is that what happens when I copy and paste it? I love, if you guys don't watch the show usually, when you copy and paste an emoji into a text format, into a text file, usually gives a good description of it. Usually an elaborate description. This one says, hands doing the sign of the horns with sparkles around. It sure is. All right, we're going to give Discord one more shot. Here we go. Hey, Jay, you ready to give this one more shot? Give this one more shot. Let's make sure all of my instances of Discord have been ended. Discord does not seem to want to close down properly. I'm trying to give it a fresh boot. Trying to give it a fresh boot. Uh-oh. Oh my god. What a mess. Oh, AJ says it's back for him. Okay. Mine does not want to shut down properly, so I can't even give it a fresh boot right now. I'm in my task manager, and it's like the instances are just stuck there. All right. Just make sure. This is riveting content right here. Come on. It's trying to start. And now it's not starting. The question is if it's do I chop this part out of the final video? Do I even put this up? Was there like, what was it, like 20-minute show? Is that all we got? We didn't even get to a topic? All right, let's close down Discord again. Nothing gets edited out. That's old school Looper. I like it. That was the motto of the old Midnight Gamescast. But yeah, I edited the crap out of that show. I know, you guys are fucking dedicated for real. The fact that you guys are sticking around when there's not even a show happening right now. That's dedication. Eclipse DJ, we're here for the good times and the bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. Oof. Started bad, ended horribly. That's what friends are for. Oh man, it's working for AJ and I can't even get to shut down properly on my computer. It takes me 5 minutes to shut it down every single time. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm gonna give it another shot here in just a second. You guys are great. Alright, looks like it finally shut down. Okay, everybody, cross your fingers, cross your toes. Let's give it a shot. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, it started different. Oh, hey, oh, hey. It's working. AJ, answer your phone. Answer the call. I gotta reconnect my camera. Come on. All right, let's see if my Discord doesn't seem to want my camera to work. Come on. Doesn't want AJ's camera to work either. All right. AJ, are you saying anything? All right, Discord's back up and running, but we're not getting any video currently. Oof. Failed to start camera. What? This is crazy. AJ's getting a failed to start camera error on my end. So it's not completely back up and running. We're getting there though. Alright, get the little dancing cubes. I'm not hearing AJ yet either, even though it says we're on a call together. I'm not hearing him yet. It's slowly coming back. At least Discord's up and running. So we're slowly getting back. Like I said, Discord's never down for long. That's why I wasn't like too concerned. That's why I thought if we just wait it out a little bit, it'll be fine. But we're still having troubles getting connected here. Here, I'm going to disconnect the call completely. AJ, hang up if you can. We'll start a fresh call. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. All right. Here we go. Started a fresh call. See what happens here. God, what a mess. Yeah, there's still lots of issues going on here. There's the error 2014, failed to start camera. And it seems to be happening on both ends. And then it says we're in a call, and AJ is not. I can't hear him. Okay. Check. No, waiting to hear AJ. I know you guys can hear me. That's what we've had this entire time. No video at all. It's gonna keep retrying every minute or two. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Whoa. AJ started a call. Let's see if this works. Check. Yeah, the camera stuff's not working. But I guess the audio stuff's not working either. Because I can't even hear him, which means you guys can't hear him either. Damn. Let's keep trying every couple minutes, see what happens. Oh, man. For the longest time, I've been meaning to. We've run this thing off of Discord for so long because that's what I know. That's we didn't know. We didn't know how to do it any other way, right? It was like even figuring out how to do a live show was complicated. Not like, and then being like, how do we get us all on camera? How do we hear all of our how do we hear everybody? How do we see everybody? Like how do we present that to everybody watching? And so we've been doing it the same way for the better part of like the last 5+ years or whatever. And it's just it's worked for the most part, right? But we are 100% relying on Discord to operate, to work properly. And Wes and his crew do a completely different thing. And it's and it's much more reliable and I think a lot more versatile, like better quality all around. And so I've been meaning to like look into that and switch over to that. Yeah, and I just and I've been, like I said, I've been dragging my feet on that because this works for the most part. This works. Like it's so seldom that a time like this happens and then we go, fuck, we don't really have a backup plan. Looper is sending me stuff like a Google Meet and stuff, but I just can't. It's like everything would be everything would have to be like reformatted and stuff the way that in a way that just is not going to make it worthwhile. So it would take me like 20 minutes just to get that going, and then we were getting close to like where the end of the showtime should be already. It's like all right, let's see. We do have AJ giving it a second shot though. A second shot, 100 shots. Yeah, you guys always show you guys what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. Which might actually be more interesting than watching us on video. Just watching these dancing squares. They're somewhat hypnotic, I'll say that. And then we see that. So it's not going well. Oh well. All right, you guys. Well, listen. As I was saying, I've got a lot more Surviving March to play. I want to make sure that I have a review ready for whenever embargo lifts. I don't even think I have specific embargo details on that yet. And so, as much as I really, really want to, get this going and really give this a shot, I feel like we've given it about as much of a shot as we can give it today. And it sucks. I'm sorry, because I really, spent some time putting together a fun show. But luckily we do this 3 days a week. So we'll be back on Wednesday and of course again on Friday. So you're not missing out on too much. And plus you got a 20-minute show that 46 minutes later we're still trying to make happen. Anyway, let's go. Let's get out of here, guys. We appreciate you so very much. I mean, on days like this, more than most. So thank you, everybody. We'll see y'all real soon. We love you all.